and welcome to this episode 76 of my series where I try to play Norway perfectly on Geoguessr. That is, I attempt to play maps of each and every single one of Norway's 356 communes to a Geoguessr score of 25,000 points each. Today we have made it to Kristiansand. Now, Kristiansand is the main city of the southern coast of Norway. And until 2 years ago, this would have been very much an urban playthrough, but since then, Kristiansand, which used to be sort of this bit, merged with the neighbor communes of Sogndalen and Søgne. And, Søgne is a fairly sizable town. They have not been very happy with the merger, and there's been talks about breaking apart again, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, with the addition of these two communes, this playthrough could get rather more rural than I would have expected 2 years ago. Still, there is a bit of city to go by, so we'll see what we end up with. But first, let's have a look at some facts about Kristiansand commune as it is today. Kristiansand is a town that, or rather city, that I used to visit a bit in my younger years. And, but I cannot claim to have any sort of intimate knowledge with the city. Part of my family lived here for a while, but of course, when you go to see a family, you go to that place and you don't go to see the rest of the city. Usually. Let's see, what road is this? It's called Wergelandsveien. Okay, so Wergeland was a family of both artists and priests in the 1800s that made quite a mark in both when it came to the making of the Norwegian Constitution back in 1814, where one of the Wergelands was involved, and then the siblings Camilla and Henrik, who were he was a poet and a writer, and she was an author, quite unique for the time. Eidsvollmann Mørksgate. Okay, so someone from Eidsvoll, or rather an Eidsvollmann. So Eidsvoll is the place where they put together and signed the Norwegian Constitution in 1814. So Mørk is the surname of one of these founding fathers of Norway, as you can call him. And so I guess the Wergeland Street up there was to commemorate his fellow citizen out of Kristiansand, Mr. Wergeland, at Eidsvoll. Now let's see, where is this? So we're up against the hills. There are some sort of hills and mountains at the back of the city, so to say. So like up here, it could also be up here. So this is not in any way set in stone yet as to where we are. So I will we'll definitely need something more firm to go by. But let's work on the assumption that we might find something. Jonas Anton Hjelms gate. Okay, that's not the name that's familiar to me. Okay, we got some high rises over there. And this road is called Borgerkorpsgate. Citizen Militia Street. I don't know when we last had that in Norway. Jegergata, the Hunter Street. Not even sure this is in Kristiansand. On Miller Street. And the Dutchman Street. Yeah, the Dutch had quite an influence. Ravnedal and Vektergata, the Watchman Street. Now, Ravnedal is, yeah, let's see, Ravnedal, where is that again? It's one of their recreational areas. Hello, here's Ravnedal. Here's the Watchman Street. Here's the Huntsman Street. Here's Wergelandsveien. But yes, I was going to say about the Dutch. The Dutch had quite an influence on this place because back in the day of sail ships, and they were building ship hulls in oak. The Dutch had long since spent their woods building ships, so a lot of them came up here to, like in the 1700s, to buy wood for the ships. And also there was quite a lot of shipyards in the area along the southern coast that were quite happy to build these ships for the Dutch, and a lot of Dutch people settled in the cities and towns along the south coast, and left various marks that are still visible today. Okay, enough about that. So we are probably outside this house, I guess. No, wait a minute. We are outside this house. And if we look directly what's at it, we're looking just at the corner of it. So if we put this building here up on the margin on the map, we should be right there. Okay, let's have a look. Yep, that's a good one. Ooh. Okay, so there's something down this way. So those are the rural again. There's some kind of industry. Grindland Trevarefabrikk. Well, seems like that has been long since closed down. So this is a wood, or it's basically a planing or sawmill, I would say. They do business out of here, but seems like they're specializing in gravel these days. Gravel and sand and Grindland. Now, what could that be? That could possibly be up in. That could possibly be up in this area, which I have absolutely no knowledge of. I've been traveling the E39. I think I've been up to 9 once, but the rest of the area is a complete mystery to me. So, let's see. So, this is for some industrial area. A go-kart track, okay. So, when there's a go-kart track, there's usually some measure of civilization. Let's see. House numbers 284 to 290. That could work in my favor if the numbers descend as we go along. It's a lovely old place. And let's see. 244 to 246. Okay, and here we're coming up to crossroads. Good. Where is this? I was right, Lauvslandsmoen. So we're somewhere up here. Let's see, where is Lauvslandsmoen again? And how far up does this thing extend? This is like this long, narrow thing extending for a bit up into this area. And I know Lauvslandsmoen is somewhere up here, but I can't quite say where yet. So Finland Cross Club. No, that would not be Joker Finland. Finland. I think this is a little too far off. No, let's see. And this one is called Frigstadvägen. Okay. And then this is Crossroad. Finlandsvägen. Okay. Fløystølvägen. And we come from Koland. Okay, so we aren't that far away from the church at Finland. Now, where did Finland go again? Here is Finland Church. And we came... This is northwest. We came from the north. And which crossroads are we on? We are on. So this must be the go-kart thing, and that must be the lumber mill, sawmill, whatever we were at. And then this. Yeah, we got this little stream running down here. And that is this. And let's see, so if that is 5 meters, let's say that we're there. Well, 7 meters away, that'll do me. And so either Kristiansand or Søgn, I would probably say, or I would say this is probably Kristiansand. Let's see, what's the name of this road? Trimsvei. Okay, so Trim is a troll or a giant out of the Norse sagas, one of the bad guys. He ran away with Thor's hammer one day. Didn't end well for him in the end. Okay, so this is, I think that's the student society in Agder. So Agder being the name of the region, the formal region of the place. So let's see. Yeah, so these are probably student flats, dormitories for the university and colleges down here. Okay, let's see if we can find anything. St. Olav's Road. Okay, so that's for the Norwegian Saint King, the patron saint of Norway. Kongsgård Allé. I seem to recall that Kongsgård is somewhere down in the more central bits of the city, or am I completely wrong? More likely completely wrong, I think. That's more likely to... Oh, look here, Kongsgård Allé. I got lucky. Oh, okay. That's a fairly... It's like here, and it's like here. It's like here, it's all over the place. Okay, so Njord, that is one of the Norse gods. There's Ægir, and that's also one of the Norse gods. There's Brage, Frigg, Urd. So it's all themed around the Norse mythologies. Now let's see if we can find Trim's Road. So Kongsgård goes to the west, and then was St. Olav's Street. Where can that be? Going north. Oh, wait a minute, it goes over here as well. Sien. St. Olav's Road is Trim's Road. Right. Let's see. Okay, so we're not quite on Trim's Road. We are more off to the side here. Sleipner, that's Odin's horse. And let's see. We should be... Yeah, so we should be... What's that thing jutting out? Should be roughly here, shouldn't we? But this doesn't rhyme. I wonder if they might have put up some buildings and changed the layout slightly here. These buildings seem fairly recent. So let's see. There's no building here. Alright, so I guess we have to count within the crossroads then. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4. So That's 3.5. 3 should be about there. Put it there. Bullseye. Nice. Okay, now we are in the suburbs, most likely. The suburbs and the coast area in this place is quite pleasant. Lots of people having holiday homes here, and of course it is a popular place to live as well. Got a lot of industries in this city for Norway, or rather for being Norway. Let's see, so this place was called Skillevika, the rinsing bay or something. Let's see if we can find anything looking like a main artery. This one is Bergstøveien, the, what should we call that, the Rock Anchorage Road. Looks like we're coming up on something over there. And this road is called Mabø. Mabø, that might be, yeah, Mabø Pier. Brygge is pier. So Mabø, Mabø is here on the island of Flekkerøy. Flekkerøya. Now let's see. Here's the Bergstø Road. Here's Skillevika. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a bit convoluted. So we are on the Mabø Road, right? And we're coming down to that could be that, because let's see, there's this bend here, so we're sort of on this bit, aren't we? There's no building here, so I guess the two houses we're looking at there must be those two. Can I see? So there's a house over there as well. There's another house over there, which is around the bend here. Yeah. I'm a little confuddled, but I think we're looking at these houses. Let's see, so if I look straight to the east, I'm looking straight south of that one. Straight south of that one would be like here. That doesn't really seem very right to me. But I'm still working on the assumption that this is that garage. Then we've got those two houses, which must be these two. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. 3 meters away, good. And we're already on the final round, and we are in some sort of suburb again. Got a football pitch and a playground. That's north. Looking sort of civilized, but let's try south. Southwest even. Let's see, Maurtua. The anthill daycare. Yeah. Odderhei. Okay, so that is one of the suburbs. But where is Odderhei then? It's Oddemarka. So Odderhei should be... So Hei is like a heath or a hill. There's a Gimlekollen, Oddemarka. Now shout out if you can see Odderhei. So Odde means promontory. So it's the heath of the promontory. Let's Let's see, Fagerholt, Laustu, Grøtholmen, Justvik, Notøen. Now this is too far down into the city because it's sort of a little out in the boonies. That's a little unfair, but that's the simplest way of putting it. No, let's head down this road and see where we'll wind up. Well, there's got to be a main road somewhere. Or a mainer. So this is Odderhei. Okay, what does it say? It says Odderhei. Thank you. It does. This sort of looks a little familiar. Let's see, Dvergsnes krysses or the Dvergsnes Junction. Now let's see. Dvergsnes Junction, where's that? Is that on this side of the road? No. No, I'll have to look a little further. But that sort of looked a little familiar. Okay, here we're going to go to Dvergsnes Tangen and Kristiansand Holiday Center. Right, and there's Kristiansand that way by 9 kilometers. Okay. And a place called Kongshavn. And that kind of indicates that we are down here. So this is Kristiansand Ferie Center. Here is Odderhei. Ah. Okay. Now we're talking. So there's the daycare that we saw. And unfortunately this football pitch is not marked on the map, but let's see. We have... So we are most likely up here somewhere. There's a bus stop there. And yeah, we're not that far away, are we? So let's see, we have how we started the bend. We have sort of started the bend, but no, this gotta be a good placement. It has to be. Let's have a look. 1 meter away. Nice. Well, that was Kristiansand. I was a little disappointed that we got nothing in Søgne. Oh no, these places up here are much here, but hey, that's what you get. But still, that was a pretty nice little playthrough, and 11 meters in total. That's quite nice. So that was episode 76. Tune in tomorrow and see where we go for episode 77. Until then, bye-bye.